Hi, we're going to create customers, vendors, and inventory items for an existing company. We'll go to Start, Programs, All Programs. We'll scroll down to QuickBooks. Let's choose our QuickBooks application. I'm using QuickBooks Premier Accountant Edition 2013. I'll install this performance update later. We get a warning about our payroll tables being out of date, and we'll deal with that when we write our first paycheck. Also, we get a suggestion to create users, which we'll also do later. The Accountant Center gives us some links that are quite useful. Some of these are dynamic to the business we do. We'll go ahead and close that for now. And we'll create some inventory items first. So we'll choose the Inventory Center and create new inventory items. And the inventory items will be inventory part. We'll add the inventory number for easy sorting. So we can add units of measure on the fly. We'll choose single unit of measure per item and choose count each. And these are editable through the lists menu as well. And we'll choose each and finish. And a description. We'll sell widgets. The widgets cost us $7.50 per each, and we'll use S for standard tax, which is GST and PST. And we'll choose the cost of goods sold account, which is given to us when we set up the company. We'll add $10 as a sales price. Again, we'll leave the tax code at S, standard, GST and PST, and we'll choose merchandise sales for our income account. Again, an account that's given to us when we set up the company. And the asset account, inventory asset, is a good one. We can choose next to create a new inventory item. Item name number is A4. Unit of measure, each again. Our second inventory item is a grommet, which costs $12. Arbitrary amount in my case, but you'll have a better idea of your real costs when you create your items. $12.50. Same account, cost of goods sold, and merchandise sales. And asset account is inventory asset. Sales price $15, and we'll pick up the tax codes for purchase and tax code for sale. So standard is PST and GST in BC. We're finished with our grommets, so we'll choose OK and close the Inventory Center and choose customers so we can create some customers. Create a new customer, and we'll populate this window with some data. I'll type in the company name in the company name field, and it populates the customer name field as well as the invoice bill to field. I'll add my phone number, arbitrary phone number there. I click in the address details field, and I'll add my street address. And then choose my pencil. So we've got the company name and the street address. We'll add the city, Vancouver, province, BC, postal code, and we'll add a country because we're working with multiple currencies with this company. And we'll choose OK and copy to copy that to the ship to address. And we'll edit some payment settings. Price level, we'll add some price levels. So we can add these on the fly. We're going to have normal, preferred, and US. We'll choose percentage for our price level type. And we'll use price level will decrease by 0, so it will not affect our selling price. And let's add another price level, preferred, which will decrease our prices by 10%. So preferred customers will get 10% less than normal customers. And let's add US dollar prices for our US customers next. So US dollars, the price level type will be per item, and we can type in a US dollar amount for each of our items. So our selling price for our US customers will not be affected by exchange rates. Make sure you choose US dollar for a currency, and we're finished with this price level, so we'll choose OK. For our payment terms, our customers will receive a 1% discount if they pay an invoice within 10 days. And let's choose standard taxes for our customers, GST and PST. For additional info, we'll choose from advertisement for a customer type. We're finished creating customers, so we'll choose OK. And let's close our customer center. And let's click on our vendors button to create a vendor. New vendor. Let's add the vendor name to the company name field, which will populate the vendor name field as well as the build from field. If we only add it to the vendor name field, we have to copy and paste to those two other locations. And we'll add a phone number. And again, you could populate as many of these fields as you like at any time. I'll add a street address, go to the end of the company name line there by hitting end and enter. Add the street address, city, province, postal code, and country, again, because this company deals with multiple currencies. And we can copy that across for a shipped from address as well. This is our vendor. So it's shipped from, not shipped to. Let's choose payment terms for our vendor. We get a 1% discount if we pay an invoice within 10 days. There's a couple of other options we can add, but we're finished adding our data for our vendor. So we'll choose OK, and let's close our vendor center. And now we can add a purchase invoice. And let's choose receive inventory with bill. We'll choose our vendor. Their invoice number. Our item numbers, widget, and grommet. We can drag the bottom edge of the invoice window so we can see all of our items. And let's add the quantity received. 10 of each. And notice that the prices and the tax amounts get populated with the information from the inventory items. I'll type in the date. I can just type in simply 1/1/15, first day of the first month of 2015. I'm finished entering my bill, so I'll go ahead and choose Save and Close. I get a warning that the transaction is 90 days in the past, but I know I've entered the correct date, so I'll choose Yes. So I've sold something to my customer, so I'll create a sales invoice by going Customer, Invoice, Create Invoice. We'll choose our customer, Vancouver Accessories. Let's add the items we're selling them, a widget and a grommet, of course. And the quantity, we'll sell 2 of each of these. 2 widgets, 2 grommets, and again, the fields get populated with the prices from the inventory item. Let's choose the 2nd of January for a date. And I'm finished creating my sales invoice, so I'll choose Save and Close. And I'll say yes to this date warning. So we added inventory items, vendors, and customers, as well as the invoices to buy and sell those items. Let's go ahead and close QuickBooks. Yes, I'm sure. It asks me if I want to back up. I'll show you backups in future screencasts. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a good day.